IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu. Culture Alhaji Lai Mohammed, who disclosed this at a media briefing on Thursday in Abuja, said Kanu was living a five-star life across several countries. He was traveling on chartered private jets, living in luxury apartments, and turning out in designer clothes and shoes. Of course, as we all saw, he was wearing an attire made by Fendi, a luxury Italian fashion brand, when he was arrested. The minister said Kanu's rearrest and repatriation was made possible through the collaboration of Nigerian security and intelligence agencies. He described the rearrest and repatriation as one of the most classic operations of its type in the world. Well, no, of course, a lot of people are asking for more details. Where was he arrested? What did they have to do in exchange to get them to, make this happen? And also, a lot of people are saying, why do people think that in a democracy this kind of thing should not happen?
Well, it looked like a Gestapo operation. It also looked like maybe there were some processes that were not followed. A repatriation, there are diplomatic procedures, there are processes that should be followed, and a number of issues were cloudy about it.
Right.
Where was he arrested? Which country? Did we get a diplomatic support from the country, or, as some people have insinuated, was he smuggled out of a country? Was he created? Maybe somebody sedated him, put him in a crate, packaged him. I mean, it brought up the story of Umaru Diko in the 1984 and 1985 regime of President Buhari, that maybe it was the same style that was used to bring him back. People will always question a lot of things, as it were. In Lai Mohammed's speech yesterday, it left a lot of things unanswered, a lot of questions unanswered. And these days I've noticed that when people like him come up to speak with journalists, they don't entertain questions. They just gave the speech and sometimes just walked away. Sometimes they answer questions, but oftentimes these are situations where there are questions they want. You want to ask.
Right.
Where was he arrested? Through Interpol, or a little bit of information that could, douse the tension of rumors, fake news, misinformation, and disinformation. So, but those were not there. Another thing, again, is the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu had brought a lot of things up. Second is, some have said, where were investigative journalists? That this happened and none of us got a whiff of it until it came out. So, up until today, we kind of fix the thread of how it happened. That's on the other side. Another one is it a signal to dissent to those who probably are asking for self-determination? Is it picking up Nnamdi Kanu? Was it a sign that this is the kind of treatment you're going to get? First is Showore. Showore is in Abuja. I used to tell people that, look, the way this government is going about it, Showore looked like, I'm sorry to use this analogy, if you see these vehicles, this truck traveling from different cities to the north, to the east, they usually have a monkey tied. That monkey cannot move beyond some centimeters from the vehicle.
Now,
so they've tied Showore to Abuja.
Can't even leave,
It can't leave. It couldn't leave that place right now. So he's incarcerated more so. Nnamdi Kanu is put in DSS detention till July 26th for his trial. He will continue to be there.
Igboho
is now being found out that they had a stockpile, according to DSS, stockpile arms. So is Nnamdi Kanu's arrest that pointer? Again, also, does he have case to answer? For me, absolutely yes. He jumped bail. Yes, he said his home was invaded and he was afraid for his life, but he jumped bail. And so he had to answer for jumping bail. Did he incite people to violence? The court will also test that and see whether truly he incites people to violence. A report said that he could be the remote cause of 60 people's death. But how many people are killed by Boko Haram?
Exactly.
How many people have the bandits killed in Nigeria?
So how do we reckon this will? I mean, the fact that they let him go, I'm sure the government is thinking, fool me once, shame on me.
Yeah.
How do we reckon this is also going to stem some of the agitations that's been happening with regards? But do you think that, now that the leader has been, picked up, that this will sort of douse the tension that's happening?
If indeed Biafra is the ideology that has refused to die,
right.
I don't think a personality will embody the ideology. If it's an ideology that the people are really interested in,
absolutely.
Another leader will come up. Yeah, it will.
But certainly. I really do hope that he still has human rights. We're still in a democracy.
Yeah, he has rights.
Absolutely. And I hope they allow, for things to happen the way it ought to, not use this whole, because like you said, Lai Mohammed, every time I see him these days, he just talks as if, he really doesn't care much about what you think. They're going to do what they want to do.
This is what we want to do, and we're doing it.
Absolutely.
Again, like you said, he has a right. I hope, Lai Mohammed said yesterday that they will give him fair trial.
Yeah.
I hope he will get fair trial.
Exactly.
I hope he will get all that is required, the lawyers and every access to whatever he has access to as a person.
Absolutely.
In the face of the law, is innocent until proven guilty, and it should be treated as such.
Absolutely. All right. So, let's go to Sunday Igboho. We mentioned Sunday Igboho already, and he's on the run. DSS went to his house. They said because of an intelligence report that he had, arms, his house was raided. And obviously, a lot of people have a problem with how this was done. I think it went about 1 a.m. or thereabout, and they started shooting. I think they killed about one, or two persons. DSS
said two. Igboho also, yesterday, we listened to a BBC interview he granted. He said 2 people were killed.
Right.
But some said about 5 people were killed in that operation.
All right. So is this, once again, trampling on somebody's human rights? The way this was done, or are they well in their rights to do this?
It's a difficult thing to say, really, but DSS has a constitutional mandate to,
based on intelligence, carry out.
Once they have a tip-off, they can get to a place. But DSS claimed, and then we need to also be careful there. DSS claimed that there was about a 1 hour going battle between them and the people living in that house. And so, if they had come to, say, Jesus came to Splash FM and they came here at 1 a.m., really, would that be a reason for anybody to shoot a gun at DSS here?
Right.
If there was no, nobody can say, but if there was no exchange of fire, and then there was no point. If DSS said, okay, we have intelligence report that in this building there are arms here, and they got here at 1 a.m.
Yes.
Granted, they got here at 1 a.m. I thought the owner of the house should just open the door.
Absolutely. And I heard there was the interview that Sunday Igboho granted, actually. He said he looked out his window and he could see that they were in UD-Vol. So it wasn't like he was afraid that maybe they were armed robbers or something. So perhaps if he did know that, okay, these were security officials, maybe, but a lot of people will also argue that it's not that simple.
It's not.
Just opened.
I'm still trying to understand if he indeed opened his window, saw them. How did he escape?
Exactly.
How did he escape? They picked people in that house.
Absolutely.
There was more like a massive destruction of property, of
videos
showing
vandalized
blood
house.
trail and the rest, and
he still got away.
He got away. What
was that jacket he wears? What's it called again? Okay.
Okay. It's local.
Okay.
You can call that local.
Maybe he disappeared because through the local.
Through the thing.
Local. Who knows?
Well, I don't know. Those who believe in that will know.
Absolutely. So is it that people who call, because people are saying, and I'm sure we'll open phone lines. We'll get to open phone lines, and from people's reactions from this morning, people are saying, so can people not? What is wrong with saying we don't like the state of things?
I'm still trying to understand the crime of Sunday Igboho. I still do not know. Beyond the fact that, that's for DSS to prove.
Yes.
DSS told us what they found in his house. Yes. They showed us some guns, some pump action.
People also argued that how do we prove that they did find? Those are kind of some of the things that will start to come up, because if you're not transparent.
It's not possible for DSS to have they found one gun with him, and then we saw more than 5 guns, on the table.
Right.
If they found maybe one round of ammunition, and then we have maybe a truckload of ammunition. So, I mean, how can we prove that these ammunitions came from his house?
Absolutely.
That's another issue. I mean, do you need to go there in the middle of the night to take him down?
Yes.
If he escaped, it probably means that he felt there was a threat to his life.
Exactly.
And then he probably had to find a way out of there. So the point is, this government had shown, consistently that it does not want dissent. It doesn't want people to go, against it. Yes. And self-determination is a right. It's a human right.
Absolutely. People are well in their right if they say they are not satisfied with how things are done, and they are calling, for. And for me, I feel like they always make a bigger hero of somebody who. People, when you're doing this, you're making other people sort of feel that there's more to this person. And I think they did that even with Nnamdi Kanu years back as well, when people thought, there was nothing to this guy. But then the way government was going after him, it felt like, perhaps maybe there is something to this guy. And I think they keep doing that over and over again. And I just don't think that's a great idea. All right, we're going to take a short commercial break. When we come back, also, fallout of the Nnamdi Kanu rearrest was the AGF's making the announcement in Hausa.
Whatever was responsible for that, I don't know. I mean, is it an Hausa colony?
Okay, we'll talk about that when we come back, and then also we'll open phone lines. We'd like to hear what your thoughts are, or any story that resonated with you throughout this week, which you feel we definitely need to talk about. Right after this short commercial break, don't go away. We'll be right back.
ọ̀rẹ́ kí ló ṣe ọ́ tó ń fapá jánu.
koríko ló kún kópa kí àtàgbàdo mi yìí bí mo ṣe ń tú koríko kan bí ìgbà tí méjì tún wò padà ni.
ìyẹn kì í ṣèṣòro rárá. làgọ́n máa yanjú wọn.
làgọ́n bíi ti bò.
làgọ́n jẹ́ oògùn apakòríko nínú oko pákí àti àgbàdo. ó sì máa ń yọ àgbẹ̀ nínú wàhálà àti máa roko nígbà gbogbo. fọ́n làgọ́n sí oko rẹ ní kété tàbí lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ kan tí o bá ti gbin pákí àtàgbàdo rẹ kí o wá jẹ gbádùn bíbọ́ lọ́wọ́ koríko. owó tí à ń ta làgọ́n ò fani lápòyá o kò sì ní atrazine nínú. ó sì rọrùn láti lò pẹ̀lú ìdáàbòbò tó péye. Bayer Middle Africa Limited ló ń pín tó sì ń ta làgọ́n jákèjádò Nàìjíríà. Bayer ìmọ̀ sáyẹ́ǹsì fún ọjọ́ ọ̀la tó dára.
Ibadan, Kini Soul. Are you ready for the first ever Premier Block Party? That's right. We have shut down Lagos, Abuja, Accra, Ghana, and now the Block Party ship is finally here in the Asian city of Ibadan. So get ready to turn up in style at the Vibe of all vibes as you join your favorites and friends at this exciting experience on the 3rd of July from 3 p.m. at the Trans Amusement Park. Come turn up like never before with your favorites like Buju, Reminisce, Ruga, Black Bones, Smalls the DJ, Shody the Turn Up King, and lots more. You definitely don't want to miss this. Tickets are available for sale online at www.theblockparty.world or physically at Cafe 24, Otis Lounge, and Stone Cafe. It's the first ever Premier Block Party, so come experience pop culture as we vibe all the way to Mars.
Media partner, Splash 105.5 FM.
Madam, you look excited. Rushing somewhere?
So you haven't heard about the higher thermocool Jara Overload promo?
No, just me now.
You get free instant gifts like TV, blender, cooking oil, AC kits, and so many other exciting rewards when you buy select models of higher thermocool freezers, fridges, washing machine, generator, and standing cookers. No raffle, no draws.
No, I can't miss this.
Oh yes, the higher thermocool Jara Overload promo is available in all Thermocool showrooms, Cool World, and key partner stores nationwide from June 17 to September 19, 2021. Terms and conditions apply. Higher Thermocool, always there for you.
Mommy, my teacher said 90% of my brain will develop by the time I am 5.
Really? What else did she say?
She said I need iron in my food for my brain to grow well.
Oh, very true. And that's why I give you Cerelac Junior every day, which provides half of your daily iron needs.
And Cerelac Junior tastes so good.
Cerelac Junior with Iron Plus. It's all good, Mom.
I pay my bills easily. I'm running things like a boss. Collect a loan with no collateral. Vault
Download Volt by Polaris Bank. That's VULTE. Visit the Google Play Store or Apple Store now. Volt is available to Polaris and non-Polaris Bank customers. Volt by Polaris Bank.
Ìrora ò lẹ́nu níbi tí Ibucap capsule wà. Ibucap capsule ní gbáǹkọ́gbì lọ́pọ̀ mẹ́ta agbára nínú ọ̀kan láti gbá ìrora àti ìgbóná wọlẹ̀ ní wàrà ṣíṣà. Ibucap ní paracetamol, caffeine àti ibuprofen nínú. Àwọn mẹ́tẹ̀ẹ̀ta ni wọ́n máa ń dègbòlú tí wọ́n sì ń ṣọkọ fún ìrora. Nígbà tí ìrora tàbí àpẹẹrẹ ibà bá farahàn lára rẹ̀, ṣáàtì gbé Ibucap capsule lura, ara rẹ̀ yóò yá gágá, á sì balẹ̀ lẹ́ẹ̀kan náà. Ibucap tó ní agbára ìlọ́po mẹ́ta nínú ọ̀kan, ó lágbára ju ìrora lọ. Ibucap capsule. Lẹ́yìn ọjọ́ mẹ́ta tára rẹ̀ ò bá yá, lọ rí dókítà rẹ̀ o. Shalina Healthcare Limited ló ṣalágbàtà ẹ̀.
Because this is just a radio ad, you can't get a taste of this delicious hot chocolate. You can't savor the irresistible aroma stemming from this mix of Cadbury chocolate, milk, and sugar. You can't even feel the warmth that comes with every sip. But do you know what you can do? You can make yourself a mug of Cadbury hot chocolate right now and feel the goodness in every sip. Cadbury 3-in-1 hot chocolate. Enjoy the Cadbury goodness.
Guy, you don't see that new funny video for Twitter? That one with the boy. You mean this one? What of that brother Shaggy news kit where they circulate WhatsApp? Oh, this one. What of that meme where the guy
when mouth open like this, bar?
Mr. Noito, which data you they use know all these things?
Now, Glow new data plans get me.
Are you serious?
With just 50 naira, and they get 50 MB. And with just 100 naira, and they get 150 MB. We have to use chat or browse on top Facebook, WhatsApp, Twitter, and even Snapchat. Don't dull yourself, oh. Dial *777# now. Make you begin the browse, they go.
Glow Unlimited.
Morning Splash. Morning Splash.
Morning Splash.
Welcome back. It is still Splash 105.5 FM. You're still here listening to the Breakfast Gang. Of course, Charity Jerome is not here this morning. She's unavoidably absent, but we're holding it down for her today as well. So we'll be looking at some of the stories that made headlines this week, and we're going to open phone lines soon. We'd love to know which story you would consider to have been sort of like the highlight of this week. All right, something else that sort of rocked everyone was right after the Nnamdi Kanu arrest. People sort of accused the Attorney General of the Federation of speaking in Hausa or making the announcement in Hausa. Well, there's a clarification on that this morning, but it's still something that we definitely will discuss. Now, Abubakar Malami, SAN Attorney General and Minister of Justice, on Thursday shed light on why he announced the rearrest of Nnamdi Kanu, the leader of the proscribed indigenous people of Biafra, in Hausa language. Some Nigerians who saw the viral video clip where the minister was speaking in Hausa language had condemned the action of Malami, saying by his actions he gave preference to one ethnic group above another. However, speaking with Daily Independent, Dr. Umar Gwandu, the minister's spokesperson said his principal first addressed the media in English language, but later spoke in Hausa following the request of international media stations such as British Broadcasting Corporation, who broadcast their programs in Hausa. He said after speaking in English, the stations had appealed to the minister to also speak in Hausa language for the effect of soundbite. If you have any journalists who attended the press conference, you can call him to verify. Malami first spoke in English language, but because there was BBC Hausa and other international media stations that broadcast their programs in Hausa language at that press conference, these stations asked for insert because of the essence of soundbite. So if it was a French, maybe if it was a French station, would he have spoken in French?
No, if he for me, I mean, if he's able to speak French,
really,
and, yes, he should speak French. If the medium asks for it,
right.
Okay. Let me say this: when we go for assignments, I mean, oftentimes I've gone for assignments, and then we go for assignments. We have Lagilu FM here. Yes. This is Splash FM. If I had gone for an assignment and I'm speaking with a public officer and he said something for us in English language, sometimes we request and say,
yes,
Eba wason Yoruba. so that we can use it for our Yoruba news. We have done that.
Yes.
Journalists have done that. I've witnessed that. So if that was what happened, and then they asked him to speak Hausa, because we have Hausa radio stations in there, and he is able to speak Hausa, why not? If he can speak Hausa, if he's unable to speak Hausa, he will simply have told them, I can't speak Hausa.
Right.
And so, but reading the ethnic,
to its
vibe
meanings,
into it, could be too extreme.
I know. Because for me too, I saw the Hausa video first.
But I saw the English.
I needed to go and read further because I had the feeling that don't take this at face value. So I read further and I realized he had actually done it in English first. But I also feel like in a very sensitive, I just feel like there should have been foresight. I felt like he should have known that people would come up with. So, for example, there are Igbo stations as well. Yeah. But I know he doesn't speak Igbo. But the fact that we're already in a very I get it because we've done it here. We're in Ibadan, but I believe this is Ibadan. So if you ask somebody to re-announce something or say something again in Yoruba, I think that is still fair enough. But in Nigeria as a whole, we're so factionalized, should I say that? I think that you should have had some foresight and seen that this would happen. And I think that the radio stations should go and do the interpretation. They shouldn't require that somebody should make. So if there are other, that's what I'm saying. So if there's French, Igbo, if it was an Igbo journalist there and says,
but you know that some of this. For instance, I will still pick Malami as an example.
Yes.
If BBC Hausa had approached him in his office after all of this announcement and said,
I think that would have been still fair, but I think he did it right. It was still right there and there. So maybe if he had worked at it, could have interviewed him, he would have said it in Hausa.
I don't know how it happened, but I just know that because he could speak Hausa.
Yes.
But if he was able to speak Yoruba too, I mean, maybe Yoruba station, maybe under Yoruba station said, could you do us maybe just a sound bite for this? It's an explanation. I just think that there's nothing wrong in just accepting this explanation.
I know you would know this Yoruba proverb about how if somebody that they want to hang already, then you're already. So you already know that people think you are tried. Exactly. You already know that if I already know or have a feeling that people think I'm tried, you have to be very careful.
I agree, absolutely. I agree with you. But I mean, there's an explanation.
You're the Attorney General of the Federation, not the Attorney General of the North.
Yes, but they said, please just do this for us in Hausa. If he had announced this in Hausa and walked away,
that would have been.
I would be up in arms against him.
Absolutely.
For me, when I was searching for the sound, I'll use sound on my show too. I saw the English language.
Right.
I even played part of it on Wednesday on my show. So I saw that. But when I began to read about Hausa, I was wondering why would he do this in Hausa? Rarely. But that's an explanation to it. So maybe we should just take a cheap pill. Really. My opinion.
I like that at least they did because you could have just said,
they explained.
Yes, they did an explanation. So that is good. So now people know. And then also, it also behoves us to also make sure we dig deeper. I know people had already gone berserk.
I agree with you about, the sensitivity of our time. I read something on Tribune and on Guardian yesterday where it was attributed to President Buhari that ethnicity and religion
I was about to go and read
are not our problem.
Right.
But Nigerians, really, if you deconstruct that statement, you see, if you say Nigerians are the problems of Nigeria, I will agree to an extent.
Yes.
But the truth is, what is the weapon that is being used? It is this ethnicity.
Absolutely.
It is this religion. It is this bigotry that we still deploy to divide ourselves. I was asking, even Charity, I was asking her yesterday, I said, if you want to take a vehicle, a challenge, and you're going to Lagos, or you're going from Lagos to Abuja, and you have a pilot that is taking you, will you go ask the captain if he's a Christian or Muslim?
Exactly.
Will you go ask him whether he's Hausa or Yoruba? Your pilot. Would you go ask your medical doctor who is sitting right in front of you and is asking you to diagnose your situation?
Show me your crucifix first.
Exactly. Or would you ask him whether he's Yoruba or Igbo? You wouldn't.
Absolutely not.
All you'll be concerned about is he's trained well enough to handle this. But and you see, most times the people, Nigerians generally, are not, they don't care about whether you are Muslim or Christian or generally. I mean, you see how we relate with each other in the offices, in the marketplace. I mean, when we go to cinemas, when we find ourselves at shopping malls, do we ask each other whether you are Christian or Muslim? We don't.
Exactly.
But these leaders use this thing.
Yes, and as a weapon to
divide us.
Divide.
So they said that if a Christian is the AGF, the vice should be Muslim, and then the one next to him which should be Christian. And they say, you have too many Christians in this office, why don't you have Muslim? And they look at the board and say, this board consists of only Christians, where are the Muslims? What does it matter?
Absolutely. As long as the job is getting done, people are making sure. I mean, I feel like for me saying this is like a parent saying his children are just unruly. Why are they unruly?
Who made them unruly?
Exactly. You gave birth to them. How did they get to the point where they're just absolutely? I'm just trying to look for somebody to blame.
They're simply your mirrors.
Absolutely. Going to the root, of the like I mean, we've said these are weapons. Religion and ethnicity are only weapons. Yes, we know that Nigerians, I mean, if you drive on the road, you know that yes, we Nigerians, we have issues. There's traffic lights there, people will still jump that traffic light. So we know.
Haven't I told you I get panic attacks sometimes when you have bikes here, bike there, tricycle there, and
keke here,
and you are just like, I just want to go.
Just let me go, please. I know. So we do know that, but I mean, the major problem right now is the fact that people are weaponizing, ethnicity and religion and further dividing. So he must face that, and he must, ensure that he does something about that. All right, I'm sure people would love to wade in. I would love to hear from you this morning. We're looking at the stories, highlights this week. And if you want to text in, you can text in or call to 0809 155 1055.
005 699 8678 and 0706 949 3000. So let's have you join us here.
Good morning. Good morning. What's your name, please? Good morning.
Oh, it's gone.
Oh, sugar. All right. Well, please try call back again. Please try call back 08056998678 or 0706 949 3000. Would love to hear from you this morning. What are your highlights this week or low lights, whichever one? Hello. Good morning.
Yeah, good morning, my sister.
Good morning. What's your name, please?
Good morning, barrister.
This is not barrister. I'm yet to be a barrister. I'm Oluwaseun.
Yet to be?
Good morning.
Good morning. Go ahead.
I'm sorry. This is the first of Onafuwa. I'm coming from Ibadan.
Good to have you here today.
Concerning the whole association by John Pastor. Now, my question is, I don't know why the Yoruba Council of Elders and Abedibere are so kept about this issue. I don't know why they kept me. Are they kept me because of their service interest or what? That's my question. Good morning, thank you. I'm sorry, my dear.
Good morning, Oluwaseun. Thank you.
I was trying to get his question and then he just ended up.
I don't know. I tried to also figure out, but he was asking why the Yoruba leaders are not speaking.
Okay.
What should they be speaking about? Was he attacked because he's Yoruba?
For or against? Should they be speaking for or should they be thinking? Okay, all right, let's go. So let's get this line.
Hello?
Good morning.
Good morning, Ronke and Oluwaseun.
Good morning.
Ronke.
Good to have you here.
Oluwaseun,
yes, sir.
You mentioned tribalism, bigotry, and highlighting that these are the major religion, the root cause of the problem. Now the question is, who are the people who found the ember of this to divide us? I will answer you. Politicians and clerics. Ignorant clerics who think rubbishing other religion will advance their own cause. I've had a lot of ignorant preachers condemning other religions just to advocate for theirs. It is stupidity of the highest order. And I keep emphasizing, Christians and Muslims are not enemies. The moment we get that right, the better for our society. I want to say, we are people who know God in different ways. The same one God, irrespective of how you know him, God is never two. And I want everybody to understand that there is no cause for you to advocate and advance yours better than that of others. There will always be varieties. Leaving that aside, DSS, we have an obligation. In fact, I will want a situation where the DSS will clamor on those who are really making themselves larger than life. Those who choose to make life difficult for other people. Remember what happened in Iwo Road some years back. Innocent people were massacred. What happened to all those who perpetrated that act? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. I want a situation where the DSS will make it their job. Anyone vaunting himself as a thug, anyone vaunting himself larger than the state, all non-state actors, they should be brought to the book. On the attack on Sunday Igboho, looking at all these arms and everything, yes, we have the right to agitate and advocate for whatever we desire. But accumulating harms is never part of our right. Disturbing public peace is never part of our right. Disrupting the peace of the public is never part of our right. We should do things right. I want the elders in our society to put people right so that we can have a more peaceful nation.
Absolutely.
I will never condemn what DSS has done. But the only thing is that let justice reign supreme. Absolutely. Good morning.
Thank you very much, Reverend Koye. We appreciate that. All right. Well, keep the calls coming through. And if you have text messages too, we'd love to also read those. This week as well was the week that Olubadan actually endorsed Asiwaju Bola Tinubu for... I think it was in the Punch newspaper.
Yes, I saw it.
The Olubadan of Ibadan land, Obasali Adetunji, backed the national leader of the APC for the Nigerian presidency in 2023.
How proper is that? Really?
Well,
I mean, if tomorrow, another Yoruba personality, rises up and say, I'd like to be president. Will Olubadan still say?
Still back him?
I'm backing you.
Okay. All right. Let's see what this caller has to say. Hello. Good morning. It was very interesting when I saw that. Was very shocking. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. That's Ronke here.
Good morning.
My name is the Abodun from Apete.
Welcome, sir.
Now, we are under siege.
How so?
And it's very unfortunate that we are yet to acknowledge that. This time, you see, you don't expect everybody to behave the same way to the same scenario. We have people, young people who can get very annoyed at what is happening and want to do anything to checkmate the party. I've always said that when there's a problem like this, you don't approach it physically. You may not want to believe me. This is a spiritual battle, whether you want to accept or not. The Israelites, when they were leaving Egypt, they didn't fight physically. Did you read that? Hello?
Hello, yes. No, we didn't read that.
They did not fight physically. They cried to God. And God assisted them.
So,
anybody who is thinking...
Are you saying we should cry to God?
Yes.
We do that every day, every Sunday, even if it's just every Sunday.
Listen.
Okay.
There's no place in the Bible where it is stated that you have to cry once, twice, or 3 times. And to crown it all, you have to pray with your action. Let your action and your prayer agree. Let them tally.
So, sir, you actually believe that Nigerians are not praying enough?
Yes, because
there are Mondays where I'm driving to work, and there are Mondays where I'm driving to work and I see people doing crusade, actually gathering in prayer. So people pray every day. Yes, I'm still here, sir. Go ahead, sir.
You are not praying when you are doing things that is opposite, things that is that do not agree with what you are saying. The prayer has 2 phases. Phase 1 is your utterance. The phase 2 is your action.
Okay. I think I got your argument.
Let us pray. Let's pray and act along what we are saying.
All right, sir.
All right. Thank you very much, sir.
I got his argument.
God will bail us out.
All right. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much.
My problem with that is, how do I know that you are not praying and doing what you're saying, Mr. Shewan Akinola?
Or how do you know that
I can say I'm praying and I'm not exactly. How do you? Like I said, there are Mondays I'm driving to work and people are actually.
But the issue I have with this issue of prayer and God is that there are nations of this world,
absolutely, who don't
where
even believe.
They do not subscribe to our sense of religiosity,
absolutely,
and the sense of God that we have, and they are thriving. They didn't need God to thrive. That's there are countries like that. So maybe we should just keep that somewhere and understand it.
Yes.
All right. So 0809 155 1055 0805 699 8678. Hello there.
Hello.
Good morning. Thank you for joining us.
Good morning, Mr. Onafuwa.
Good morning.
Charles
from Yana Church. Good
Welcome,
morning.
Mr. Charles.
Thank you.
You see, let me start this way. I'm not going to exonerate the government. The government are training people in all aspects. So let me start that way. But it's wrong for us to say, is it wrong for somebody to ask for change? No, if you want to ask for change, is it right to ask for that change in a violent way? This is what I'm talking about. It's not right. If nobody says you should not agitate, nobody says you should not protest. It's your constitutional right that you should protest. Why are you in position of firearms? Why are you inciting people against the country? Why are you destroying government properties? Are those proper ways to agitate?
But wait.
Are those proper ways to protest?
Hold on, Mr. Charles. Who are you referring to? Are you referring to Kanu or to Sunday Igboho?
We've had news. I don't want to mention it.
Okay.
I too I'm afraid for my life in Nigeria now.
Okay.
Yes, I don't want to mention it. But we are hearing news. We are hearing what is happening. They are killing fire and places. People have been citing people to destroy government properties. It's wrong.
Okay.
People want to engage the people, your representatives in your constituency.
All right.
Are you people saying we are wasting money conducting elections? When you are ignoring people who you legally appoint to represent you,
all right, Mr.
and
Charles.
you ignore them and you are just coming out, it means something is wrong somewhere.
Okay.
There are people sponsoring these people.
All right.
Engage the people, the lawmakers in your constituency. Let them champion what the change you
You have
want.
made the point.
And
You have made the point.
institution-
Let's listen to somebody else. I have made the point. Hello.
Hello, good morning.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Hello, good morning. Can you hear us?
Hello, good morning.
Yes, good morning. What's your name, please?
Hello.
I think he couldn't hear us.
Hello, can you hear us? Okay.
I think he couldn't hear. So, I mean, DSS declared Igboho wanted.
Hello.
Good morning.
Hello, Phil.
Good morning.
Yes, this is SB once more.
Welcome back, sir.
In plants where they don't worship God the way we do, they are doing biblical things. They do the right thing. They don't cheat themselves. They are not corrupt. I
agree with that.
Hey, that's prayer. That's prayer.
All right. Thank you. You know, I agree. I agree with that. I agree with the fact that people are supposed to do things the right way. Yes. Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
You need to put down the volume on the radio. Said yes.
Okay, this whole prayer, whatever thing. Let's just move on. From
hello.
That.
Good morning.
Good morning. Hello. Good morning.
Finally.
Finally. Thank you for persisting. What's your name, please?
I'm Tayo. I'm calling from Ibadan here.
Good to have you here, sir. Go ahead.
Yeah, quickly. First, I'm very happy about the developments concerning Igbo. The question is, what is he doing with such amount of arms? I mean, what is he doing with such amount of arms? And we heard the other day they attacked custom and immigration posts. So gradually, we are getting to where we don't want to get. So I am glad this is nipped in the bud. And I wish he's arrested. I'm sure we'll get it. We got one the other day. I'm sure we'll get this one too. Concerning the religion and the tribal...
Oh no!
Oh there!
All right, let's take this. Hello. Good
Hello.
morning.
Good morning.
Hello. Good morning.
Hello. Good morning. What's your name, please?
Yeah, my name is James. I'm calling from Giwa here.
Good to have you here, Mr. James. Go ahead.
a lot of us quote the Bible as though it's not the same Bible we are reading. That the Israelites did not fight; they were just peace. And we heard of thousands of armies of soldiers that they killed, that they sent to wars and won wars and not to conquer Canaan. And people just quote the Bible as though that's one, because I don't believe those stories. Israelites fought. They fought in war. That's one. Two, Nigeria is not Israel. Nigeria is Nigeria. We don't have affiliation with Israel. And our war has to be fought by us. So if the war is standing against oppression, and somebody is saying that we should be praying for a leader who has cornered our resources, I won't be praying for any leader. So it is better for us to stand up and stand with the government. He's doing the right thing, and whatever the GSS have put out, people should think twice. We try to frame up. They just put out something in the media and everybody is accepting it that it is true that he has actually caught all these things in his house. Is it true? Is it not true? That's one reason.
All right.
And understand that things like this just come because it is a one-sided story. What was that story? Have we listened to the other story? So if anybody is against Igboho, it's against the progress of Nigeria. It's against the progress of the Yoruba land. And people will stop this rubbish that they're asking us to do. Thank you.
Calm down.
Thank you very much.
Just calm down. I mean, before you start using words that are wholesome on air. Yes, you know, we said it even when we started analyzing the story that, look, how are you sure that all of these arms were found in his house? That's the truth. And all of these weapons, these things that were found. Now, if you're coming to his house to arrest him, or if you get a tip about what he's got in his house, do you have to, destroy his vehicles? I mean, look at this.
If there was a gun, it was
duel.
Yes. Then a lot of destruction happened. But then for those who are saying, how do we know if DSS, like you said, DSS does have a right to, if they have a tip that something's happening. So does that mean they have to show you, okay, before and after we got there?
Yes.
It's just.
You also ask yourself, why was there a gun duel? Was there a gun duel really? I mean, if there were exchange of fire, exchange of fire there. I mean, something that has to be explained there. Absolutely. There are things you should explain.
Absolutely. All right. Well, unfortunately, that's all the time we have to do this. Thank you so much for being a part of the program. We appreciate your comments and your calls. We see that the phone line, so many people want to react and comment. We know, but maybe next time. Hopefully next time.
Thank you, everyone. I mean, I love the fire in the last caller's voice. I love that fire. I mean, I love that fire. But thank you very much, everyone. My name is Oluwaseun.
I'm Ronke. Giwa Onafuwa. Good morning.
Splash FM 105.5.